Skull. Skull. Skull.
No, I'm told him that. I don't have many. I probably
Yeah. Started off with some energy.
You know, I'm just going to go out and say this. Vikings are undefeated since signing Daniel Jones. Just saying.
He's your good luck charm.
Danny Dimes.
Danny Dimes. Why can't I hear?
Danny Dimes, man.
And Sam Darnold is the first quarterback, I believe, in Vikings history to start their first year and sweep the Packers. I'm just saying, Sammy Big Dick Darnold for MVP, baby.
The guy's carrying some massive balls.
He's got giant ones. Old Ginger
How do they fit in that cup?
Oh, not very easy, but he has to use 2 cups.
Santa keeps slapping me, bro.
Old Ginger Jesus he showed old Jordan Love who his daddy today.
Belt to ass.
No, it was
Go ahead.
It was a typical like the typical Viking Packer game where the Vikings kicked their ass the entire first half and then kind of not as aggressive in the second half. But I mean, Darnold still threw for 377 and 3 tutties compared to Mr. 60 million a year is 185 and a touchdown. And how much is Sam Darnold making again this year? $10 million.
We rolled past, coming from Casey's and stuff. I'm like, dang, Melinda, we supposed to stop and grab some, some cheese dip.
Hey, you still got that glass here. She could be drowning her tears in her Packers glass that I still got for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I got, my little surprise to y'all to be here next week.
Actually, I wanted to keep the glass and purposely break it and take a video of it just so I can get people riled up, but it's too nice of a glass to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope the Bears should have played today. So the season, they should have, don't get it over with. Man.
Yes, we don't have any primetime picks for next week, as every game next week is to be determined. So they're either going to play on Sunday or Saturday or Sunday, so we'll get the picks later on this week.
What's the night game?
Every game next week is
no, I'm talking about
tonight, Atlanta and Commanders.
So what would you don't tell me I picked the Panthers?
You picked the Panthers to upset the Bucs.
I think you forging my sick. I don't remember that, bro.
And then
you better be showing that paper. Yep, I remember.
And then the week before, you picked the Giants over the Falcons. Every team you picked the past 2 weeks has gotten annihilated.
Yeah, man.
But
you should have picked the Vikings.
I got, the doctor says I got like another week, so I should be recovered next week.
I think this bear flu might extend into
the coaching. It's a possibility.
I mean, it might through the draft.
It's a possibility,
So for the weekly primetime picks, yours truly has 11 correct picks. I'm not doing good. I like to go for the underdog, and I took a gamble this week to try and catch you guys. And not counting tonight and tomorrow night's game, which I have opposite picks of you guys too. Owen has 19 and D'Lo has 17. So regardless, you guys will still be 2 apart. As for upset game of the week, Owen has 1. and myself as one. I picked the Bengals over the Broncos this week,
Mm.
and it happened. D'Lo, you got 0.
Krispy Kremes.
0.
Damn.
Who did I pick again?
You went with the Steelers over the Chiefs.
I for real picked the dang contest.
That's what I have written down. Panthers over
I
the Bucks.
remember. I believe it. I believe it. You know.
It was a solid pick, I thought,
I
but
believe it.
and Owen had Steelers over the Chiefs. And I both of you stopped me. First, I wanted the Bears over the Seahawks, and D'Lo said no. Then I wanted the Cowboys over the Eagles. Owen said no. So my final pick went to the Bengals over the Broncos.
Yeah.
We saved you.
You did. I was really hoping that the Bears were going to squeak that out over Seattle, but
Yeah.
I had to. I'm in the fantasy football championship. Jalen Hurts was ruled out, and so was Anthony Richardson. So I had to go with a gamble and pick up Caleb Williams. Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna lose. You know, I'm kind of like the 49ers in this era. I make it to the big game and can't get it.
I'm in a big game right now.
Who you got on your squad?
I got who do I got?
Yeah.
I got Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, George Kittle, St. Brown, not St. Brown.
Yeah,
The Lions wide receiver. I know his name.
Amon-Ra?
Amon-Ra St. Brown, that's what it is.
Yeah, so I'm in the championship, you know, and just this week, I lost Gus Edwards. He was that. He's he is what he is. But I lost Jalen Hurts. I lost CD Lamb for the year. I lost Anthony Richardson.
You got the real injury bug.
And I lost Kenneth Walker. So I had to pick up guys like Tajay Spears and Caleb Williams.
Sad.
But, you know, it is what it is.
I'm going to have to get into that next season.
It's addicting.
You could join our
yeah, we could make a league.
Join as me as you want.
We could make a league too. It's not.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I've played for money in the past, and it seems like when I'm not playing for money, I do a lot better.
Yeah.
But like the 2 leagues I'm in, I was in 3 last year, and it got to the point, and they were all on 2 different apps. So I'd forget to set lineups. But this year I'm just down to 2.
Yeah, that's something I ain't really never get into that.
But one thing, Owen,
cheating.
if we do make a league, one thing I would want to do if I'm the commissioner is eliminate the tight end position and then add a flex spot.
Yeah.
Because, outside of Kittle,
there really is no decent tight ends.
Brock Bowers has been, he's the first tight end since Mike Ditka to go over 1,078 yards in his first year.
You got Cole Kmet.
Well, you got George Kittle, you got Brock Bowers, you got Cole Kmet, but none of them are really like they're not top scorers.
What is y'all doing?
No,
but
Brock Bowers could be if he had a decent quarterback, but
you got the Lions tight end Laporte.
Yeah, but he's like Laporta. He's like the 4th option on their team.
Yeah, but it beat them one little certain weeks where it be that little different type, sneaky little tight end
that'd be your tiebreaker tight end though, to be honest. That wouldn't be a top number 1 selection.
So yeah, I want to eliminate the tight end position and add a extra flex spot. I think that would spice things up a little bit. And
your top 2 tight ends would be top 3 would be Brock Bowers, Kelsey, and Kittle.
You wouldn't even have to draft a tight end. You wouldn't, you'd really want, go for a guy like Brock Bowers who can, he's getting 10 receptions a game sometimes. So, or that one from Arizona, Trey McBride.
Yep, Trent. Yep.
If he could have gotten, I think he got his first touchdown last night.
Well, he went for 30 points season. On fantasy.
He got his first touchdown of the season, but that dude was averaging like 10 catches a game.
Yeah, and he put up 30 points last night.
And then D'Lo. I mean, I don't know, D'Lo. I don't know if you want to do fantasy. It might give you the bear flu year round.
No, I'd be all right. Just stay away from Bears players.
His whole lineup would be Bears.
No, it wouldn't.
He'd go like 0-17.
Yeah, come on, man.
It's hard enough for me having two Vikings players on the same roster because it's like, do I want Justin Jefferson to go off or do I want Aaron Jones or do I, I think last year I had 3. But should have picked up Sam Darnold, rode him to the playoffs.
I had him, but I dropped him for another fucking wide receiver.
Well, see, I went with 2 wide receivers all year. I went with Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb. So when CeeDee Lamb went to IR for the rest of the year, I had to pick up Jalen McMillan, which he did pretty good today. Got me 23 points, but
I had Diggs, but I put him in IR.
I did have Diggs in my other league.
What week did he go out?
He went out like week 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, week 4 or 5 or something like that. He made it past the Vikings game, which I think was week 4.
Knock it off.
So maybe 6 weeks, maybe. Watch these dirty kids. Gonna watch these dirty birds take it to the Commanders.
You think they'll beat the Commanders?
Probably not. Their defense is horrible.
The Bears better stay away from people.
Oh, wow. Kirk is in uniform. Wow, okay.
You didn't think he's going to play?
Oh, Kirk's benched, but I didn't figure he'd be even in uniform.
He might be their emergency QB.
Yeah, he the backup.
Well, if they're planning on releasing him, if he tears his Achilles again, then they can't really do much with him because
that's what I'm saying. He won't be first or second. He'll be third. He'll be emergency QB.
But they still in the playoff run. So what if what's his name come out and throw they going close game still? Oh yeah, come on, Kurt. They still in the fight. So
he's cooked though.
I think he retire after this year.
Oh, I don't think he'll retire. He'll go somewhere else, kind of like Russell Wilson did, and he'll take like a $1 million deal and make the Falcons pay $40 million of his salary.
Yeah, because he been getting a lot of guaranteed money over these last couple years, so he probably ain't going.
It's Kirk Cousins. He's master negotiator.
Yeah, he gonna try to just finish off, make his name back. Because this year they started off decent, like.
Well, and he had that 500-yard, 5-touchdown game against Tampa. So I mean,
yeah.
So none of you guys got a top 10 ready to go this week?
I didn't have time to do anything today. I didn't watch any games.
I just switched a couple.
I worked at 12 yesterday, so I wasn't really watching anything yesterday either.
Well, we know that your top 10 would be, Bills.
I put Bears number 1, so.
Bears should be drafting number 1 again, but they definitely is the worst team.
Oh, I don't know. Tennessee is pretty bad.
Well, the Panthers got you beat again, I'm pretty sure.
No, Panthers are 4-12, and so are the Bears. So I don't know how they do the.
And we still got their second round pick,
which will amount to nothing.
They're gonna draft
They're gonna draft a quarterback.
He gonna draft a new kicker or something, bro. Like,
yeah, or draft a fucking punt holder. or long snapper. Our first, when Jerry Jones said he was going all in, the first person he signed was a long snapper. It's like, are you serious?
But yeah, I got a top 10. I just dropped and moved a couple of teams around. It was pretty much similar. But you can go first.
I got. Okay, let me see here. I got Packers. What? Hold on.
Are you number one?
No, my wife came in to tell me that she loves me. I love you too. She didn't say that. I got the Packers. Packers at 10. After watching what I did today, I don't really think they're gonna go anywhere in the playoffs. Commanders at 9. Ravens at 7. They impressed me quite a bit against the Texans. Chargers have been saying it all year. They're 6.
I think you missed number 8.
Did I? Hold on.
Yeah, you went from 9 to 7.
Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's why I completely missed one. Okay, so it'd be the Bucks at 10, Packers at 9, Commanders at 8, Ravens at 7, Chargers at 6, Philly at 5, the Chiefs at 4, the Lions at 3, the Vikings at 2.
Oh, come on.
And the Bills at 1. Vikings are going to beat the Lions next week, get the number 1 seed in the NFC, and I will bet both of you 20, you daddies.
I'll bet it all day long.
20.
20, yes, you daddies. 20, you daddies.
Vikings will beat the Lions next week and clinch the NFC North and the number 1 seed.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Y'all shaking?
Yep.
We made eye contact.
And he winked.
And I winked.
All right.
I think the Vikings are a strong team, but not a.
They're just
Lions.
They hot though. That's the thing. They hot.
I'm basing this off health. It's indoor, so I mean, it's not like they're going to Buffalo. It's not like they're going to Green Bay in December, January. It's indoor. I think it's in Detroit, which I mean, home field advantage for them. But the Lions are so banged up on defense. If the Vikings can stop Detroit's offense, which I think they can, I think the Vikings will squeak it out.
They better be on top of Amon-Ra St. Brown then.
But, I think it'll end up being a 3-point game. I don't think the Lions are going to run away with it. But we will see. But that is my top 10 this week. I believe that
Who you had at 10?
The Bucks.
You reading off my paper?
The Bucks. The Rams actually made it off of my top 10. And I replaced them with the Bucks. I think the Bucks are a little more feisty than the Rams. You get
the Rams are number 1 in their division. They're higher than. Well, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it would either be the Rams or the Bucks at 10. They're both first, but I think if the Bucks win tonight, that puts them as the same record as the Rams.
The Bucks don't play tonight.
Bucks don't play tonight. Why?
I
looked up and I saw red, and I'm like, yeah, the Bucks are playing now. But no,
they just dropped 48 or something right today.
And Baker had one of those. Yeah, and Baker had one of those games where it was like almost 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. So it's kind of like, would I
48-14?
I would. If I was any team, I would rather go and play the Rams in the playoffs than go play Baker Mayfield in the Bucks. Baker Mayfield is just one of those guys. It's like he has that dog in him.
Yeah, ain't nobody. You don't want to run and play be against the Rams though. Rams gonna be sneaky.
Well, they did the same thing last year. They started off horrible and they closed it out to win.
Yeah, they getting healthy at the right
So-
time.
playoffs.
Who do
They
you think's
didn't
gonna win
win.
tomorrow night?
Getting
Well,
healthy and going into the playoffs like hot, like on the street. You know what I'm saying? Everything clicking. That's dangerous. No matter which seed, what number.
Well, you guys got the Lions winning. I had to take the Niners.
Well, Christian McCaffrey's out. He's injured as usual.
Oh yeah, he's done for the year. But Brock Purdy's going to hit George Kittle for 12 to 15 receptions and 175 yards and a couple
I
touchdowns.
hope I hope so because Kittle's on my fantasy and I need more points to win the Super Bowl.
But I've been telling you guys all year. You've been putting the Broncos in your top 10, and I've been telling you they're not that good of a team. They're not that good.
Yeah,
of a
they
team.
made, man. You know, it was weak. You know, they.
Oh, there we go. Where was that to, Penix? Is that a fix it?
All right. My top 10. 10, I got the Bucks.
The Bucks.
I like big butts.
I cannot lie.
9, the Rams. Healthy and, you know, everything clicking for them. 8, I got the Packers. 7, I got the Commanders. 6, the Ravens. 5, Eagles. 4, Vikings. 3, Lions. 2, Chiefs. Number 1, Bills Mafia. Top 5 remains the same as, you know, as last week. Couple of different teams switching them. You know,
So how
moving up.
can you have both the Bucks and the Rams in your top 10 and ignore my Chargers?
You see, I forgot about the Chargers, but I'm a piggyback off what you said. Like they could be 10. It could be the Bucks or the Chargers at 10. I forgot that the Chargers have been, you know.
Well, they with their win, they clinched the playoffs. So it's just a matter of
So, but if the
where they
Bucks
end
lose
up.
tonight, then they could be the Chargers, you know. But yeah, it's just
Well, the Bucks aren't playing tonight. That was my bad. The Bucks already played today.
all right. The Bucks are already right. But
Buck.
V-Bucks.
V-Bucks.
Yeah, they click. I don't know. But yeah,
Yes,
they clicking. They hot.
So I don't know for next week what teams are going to be sitting players. I know.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to choose.
Well, I know the Vikings and the Lions aren't going to be, but part of my upset pick next week has to do with I have it's like a 2-leg parlay kind of deal. So my upset next week is the Bengals over the Steelers, and then the Chiefs over the Broncos. Bengals clinch the last playoff spot over the Broncos.
You think that the Chiefs will beat the Broncos?
Well,
even with all their backups in?
that's what I don't know if the Chiefs are even going to play their back.
I think they will. I think they'll put all their backups in next week.
They already clinched number 1, right?
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
I know other. They
So, because how it looks right now, Denver's at 9-7. Miami's 8. Also, Miami. If Miami wins next week and Denver loses, so I would need Miami to lose next week, Denver to lose, and Cincinnati to win. I'm gonna roll with it. I've been saying all year Bo Nix is hot garbage. He'll lose to backups.
I can see that.
Bo Nix is. I've been saying it all year. That's gonna be my. It's gonna be my parlay.
So who you got?
It's gonna be the Bengals over the Steelers, and then the Chiefs will beat the Broncos. The Bengals will clinch over the Broncos, and then I believe I need Miami to lose as well. I don't know who they play.
So hold on, knowing that knowing that so if the Chiefs beat the Broncos, the Bengals get in.
Well, according to the standings, Miami with their win today, they moved to 8-8. It has them above the Bengals, who are also 8-8. So I don't know. Okay, so wins tiebreaker over Cincinnati based on best win percentage in conference games. So Miami would also need to lose to the Jets.
No, that's not happening. You see them play today?
Yeah, my guess is they're going to bench Aaron Rodgers and go with Tyrod Taylor.
Who they
I
back up?
guarantee he's gone after the year.
Tyrod Taylor's the Jets' backup. He went in. They benched Rodgers, and right away he had 2 touchdown passes. And
Yeah. So who you taking? Oh,
Next week,
yeah.
I think with the backups in, I think Broncos will beat the Kansas City.
but is that an upset though?
I mean, if you look at, if their score, yes, but with players, no.
Fat. Go sit down.
But again, that's hard to determine because they could keep Aaron Rodgers in. They could
Wait.
say, "Oh, not Aaron Rodgers," but they could keep Mahomes in and say,
Oh.
"Mahomes, have fun." Keep him in for 1 quarter, then take him out for 3 quarters. You know.
Yeah, because if they lost, get the Bengals, they're gonna try to. Well, they win, get the Bengals in. You know, they don't want the Bengals to get in. You get what I'm saying, though? The Chiefs, that's one.
Yeah.
The Chiefs ain't gonna. They don't want to play Joe Burrow, man. I'm gonna go with it's the last, so why not, right? Mac Jones will beat the Colts.
You think Mac Jones is with
The Jaguars, right?
Jaguars? Yeah. So you think the Jags will beat the Colts?
Yep.
You're really not the one to win anything, are you?
All right, so D'Lo has Jags over Colts.
Guaranteed.
So my parlay literally is Bengals over the Steelers, Chiefs over the Broncos, Jets over the Dolphins, Bengals sneak into the playoffs.
So you think the Jets will beat the Dolphins?
That's just the parlay I need. I don't think, but that's what I'm gonna have to go with because I think the Jets will start Tyrod Taylor. I think they're going to shut Rodgers down for the year, and I think he'll be looking at retirement or for a new home next year. Could be in Chicago.
Or the Vikings.
Could be in Chicago because he does own them.
No.
Or the Vikings that follow.
He following far. Come on, we already talked about that.
But
did he come with Deontay Adams?
Low key, if you could get rid of his horrible attitude, his cancer in the locker room, and if he would be open to Kevin O'Connell's play calling for 1 year, for JJ McCarthy to sit behind him for 1 year, you'd have Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson. You re-sign Jones for 1 more year.
Yeah.
And you bring in Nick Chubb on a team-friendly deal.
Nope. Stop. You overdoing it. You overdoing it now, buddy. Stop that. They gonna get
Nick Chubb ain't what he used to be though. After he tore up his knee,
he's not. That's why you have Aaron Jones and Nick Chubb splitting. You don't want either one of them to be the full-time workhorse because they're 30. You want them to split. So you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Man, I tried.
That's cheating. That's a Madden team right there, bro.
We had Christmas at my mom's on Saturday, and my cousin's husband is a Raiders fan. He's very sad along. You feel his pain. He's sad with you.
Whoa.
He's a Raiders fan. Yeah, he's sad. You know? And I was trying to be the general manager of the Vikings, and he was the GM of the Raiders, and I was trying to get Crosby to the Vikings, and he wouldn't do it. And I was offering him a lot, and he wouldn't do it. You know, just hypothetical, you know, if Crosby was, you know, to go somewhere. He wanted 3 first-round picks for him. I said, boy,
Crosby might be worth it. I don't know. Look at him.
I was willing
Guy's
to
a beast.
I was willing to tag Sam Darnold, give him Darnold, and Jordan Addison, plus a first-round pick.
Jordan Addison?
Yeah.
Oh, because you going for the
Because
Rodgers Adams.
Well, I mean, that's another leg to this parlay, you know. I mean,
Man, you just trying to build a dream team over
hey,
there, bro.
you know, I go in Madden and I turn salary cap off, and I get who I want.
Dang. Yeah, I feel you on that. I do that too.
You know, I go
But
and
that's
sign.
why one time my boys they
Oh,
be
no.
like, man, you got both the Bosas, Khalil Mack, and you got all stars. They don't
Apparently.
like playing with the salary cap.
Apparently, Owen didn't want to hang out with us no more.
Well, I'm here. I hit the wrong button.
Owen got offended by me turning the salary cap off.
Hold on.
You know what game is kind of fun to play is FIFA on the PlayStation. It's kind of addicting.
Yeah, which one you? I
Um,
ain't play that, but yeah, I used to try to get into that in hockey. Just
hold on, I don't.
you be playing Madden, Owen?
Yeah, I haven't played in a while.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a Bears rebuild video. Rebuild the Bears on Madden.
Rebuild the Bears. I don't even think you could rebuild the Bears on Madden.
Oh yeah. You should see my team now.
What do you do? Just go into their settings and crank them up all to 99 overall?
Nah,
No?
they got upgrades.
About the only thing I'll do when I mess with the players' ratings is I will adjust their superstar level. So, you know, Sam Darnold is an X factor all the time.
He ain't got no X factor.
Oh, he does. He does.
He's got that exit factor. First round
Hey.
exit.
You know, say what you want. Say what you want. Kevin O'Connell quarterback school's in session, and Darnold is getting an A+.
Oh yeah, yeah. O'Connell, that
You know,
I just can't believe him. And you know, that was the same. Yeah, we hired Eberflus.
Well, we'll see whenever Caleb
Him.
Williams wins the Super Bowl this year.
Him and McDaniels was sneaky little candidates, bro. Nobody came out of nowhere.
Hey, D'Lo. Hey, you remember at the beginning of the season?
Nope. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Remember at the beginning of the season when you said Caleb Williams was taking you all to the playoffs?
I ain't say that. What episode was that, bro?
you put it on Facebook.
No,
Yep.
I didn't.
I'm actually pretty sure if I go back through your TikTok, I'll find it.
You said it. Hold on. You said it July 20th at 1:06 p.m. in the afternoon. It was on Facebook.
Delete.
Mm.
I already got the screenshot.
You know, I lost. Yep, you're right. I did probably. I said it. I believe it. Cause I bet it. My guy at work, he a Viking fan. With the owner's son, he was talking junk way before the Hail Mary, and ever since, you know.
I mean, I would be willing to say until they pull their head from their rectum, I would say 5 years maybe before you make the playoffs.
That's just harsh, bro. That you only saying that because you're a Vikings.
No, I'm not being you.
No,
You have the Lions in front of you, you have the Vikings in front of you, and you got the Packers in front of you.
And you got a hard division.
that don't mean
all with head coaches that are going to be there for at least 5 more years, all with young rosters. The only other, if JJ McCarthy takes over and is horrible, maybe the Bears could overtake them or if the Vikings do end up re-signing Darnold, until you guys find the right coach and build the roster, it's going to take, how bad were the Lions after Campbell went, 2 years, was it?
Yeah. We had
Campbell's first year, they were horrible because they stripped everything down to the studs. And then, but I mean,
once we get the right people in the building,
if they do it the right way, 2 to 3 years, if they build the roster right.
Yeah, they got to start off, get the right people in house, bro.
That means taking on Deion Sanders and his boy.
No.
And that's not me being being a fan of the Vikings. That's just me looking at it from football. It's like you have 3 teams that are in the playoffs this year ahead of you.
Yeah, I see that, but we was all neck and neck once upon a time. So
at the start of the year,
it could, it could happen, bro. We get Kyle Shanahan or McVay or somebody.
You keep dreaming. You keep dreaming all you want. They're gonna go out and hire some defensive coordinator.
If they go out and hire Rex Ryan, I'm crashing out, bro.
I would love Rex Ryan as a head coach.
I bet you.
I would. I've always liked Rex Ryan from his time at the Jets.
I'll take him as a DC.
No, but if they hire Pete Carroll, I would be upset.
He's going back to coaching, right?
They better not hire Pete.
He's interested in the Bears job. But one thing with Pete is he's going to bring. He's going to build.
He's going to rehire Shane Walsh.
He's going to give you the culture, but he's a defensive guy. But
look what he did with Seattle, though. He did a really good job with them.
He did.
Yeah, it could have been back to back, couldn't it? And what happened with that?
That was the worst play call ever, right there. Why would you throw it at the 1 yard line
with Marshawn Lynch?
Yeah,
but that was on the court. Like what's his name was over, like something, bro. Because you ain't no way. Nah, he was going for that MVP too, like Russ.
Yep.
Because you know what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't care what he just called. We finna get his ball. You know what I'm saying? Let's win this game. Let's ride. Come on.
I could see a team like already established team like the Chiefs. If the Chiefs, if Andy Reid decided to retire, I could see them going for a guy like Pete Carroll who has a history. But for a younger team like the Bears, you want a guy that could potentially be there for 10 or 15 years. Pete Carroll is 72 or 73.
Yep, 72.
So he might have 4 or 5 years in him, maybe,
Nah, man, see. The Chiefs gonna hire Matt Nagy once Reed retire.
I think the Jets should go back and hire Rex Ryan again. I think that was a mistake letting him go the first time.
Oh yeah.
I've always liked Rex Ryan, but maybe that's just
but who wants to play with Aaron Rodgers though? Because he's a crybaby.
I don't think Rex would put up with it. I think Aaron would be out the door.
Yeah, Rex tough, bro. I'll take him as a DC. Ben Johnson can bring him in as a because the first time head coach gonna need one thing. Eberflus did wrong, bro, when he got first time head coach. That man hired a first time offensive coordinator, a first time defensive
Yep, they
coordinator.
were still
Like,
all,
come
they were
on,
still all
man.
learning.
Like, you supposed to got like somebody that could, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That knows the game.
exactly, bro. Like, that was terrible, bro. I knew it. Like, yep. Sad. Very bad, bro.
He didn't want anybody to outsmart him.
Yeah, he knew.
He didn't want anybody with any kind of smarts.
Then they say that the coach was on their way to firing him, and here he go, head coach. It's gonna be tough. We might be looking at a new GM and new coach. What they saying?
Who do you think they're going to hire?
For GM?
GM and head coach.
I'm trying to, know my picks. You know my picks: Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, Ben Johnson. Offensive Mike Vrabel, I'll take.
I think Vrabel's going back to Ohio State.
You think so?
I think they're going to fire Jason Day.
Did they lose?
No, they made it through the first round, but I think they're not going to make it past the second round.
Isn't he with the Titans right now?
Vrabel?
Yeah.
No, he's a free agent.
No, he with the Browns. He like
is
something
he?
with the Browns. Yeah, that's why the Bears can't talk to him until the next week.
Realistically, it's Ben Johnson or Mike Vrabel. Maybe Cliff Kingsbury, maybe.
But they saying that
I don't think Cliff is leaving the Commanders.
Yeah,
they don't want to really get Cliff because then it'll be like Caleb,
Yeah.
It's kind of like with Brian Flores and Cliff Kingsbury. It's like, why would you want to go back to a head coach when you can make, there's no salary cap on coaching. Why wouldn't you want to stay with your current teams that you're doing well with and just get a blank check at, Why would you want to go back to head coaching and have all that stress?
Yeah, because if the Lions want to keep Ben Johnson, they're going to have to play him head coaching money to be.
Oh, I don't know I don't know with that. I don't know if he will stick around for one more year. That's going to be maybe
it depends if they win the Super Bowl. It depends if they win the Super Bowl or not.
Yeah, that's going to be the nail in the coffin. If they don't, if they win the Super Bowl, he leaves. But if they don't, does he come back for one more year? And
that was last year. His one more year.
Yeah, that was last year.
That was last year. And they said he wanted the, one specific job wasn't open that he wanted.
What job was that? Oh, the Bears.
I don't know why he wants to go up to that tore up dynasty.
Man, y'all keeping Mike McCarthy, bro. You can't really say too much. Y'all not even gonna fire Mike McCarthy.
I hope that we fire him. He goes to the Bears.
Dallas is doomed until Jerry Jones.
Yep.
Sad to say.
No,
we have no GM.
Passes or finally hands over the reins.
But you think his son is better? Will be better?
No, I don't think Jones ain't any better
because that's who getting it, right? That's who next in line.
Well, do you think that they're going to run the team the same way? The owner,
they may
general
not.
Manager.
Yeah,
I think they'd hire a general manager.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I mean, yeah, maybe the son got maybe his vision different. And who knows? He been telling Jerry, but Jerry like, listen, we're gonna do this.
Well, Jerry's probably like, well, this worked out for me 30 years ago in the 90s, but he hasn't adjusted to the times. And I don't, a thing with general managers is you have to be able to look at a player, look at their potential, look at their bust a bit, if they're a bust. Jerry just kind of seems like he's okay with being mediocre and winning 8-9 games a year, especially with Dak. Ugh, that makes me shiver.
$240 million for nothing.
He'll be back next year, and you guys will be saying, "We them boys, we them boys."
What's his name? Will be a Bear.
I tell you what, I'll stop saying we
Parsons.
them boys when the Vikings win a Super Bowl.
You can say "we them boys" all you want. I
So
just
what-
like those. I just like those memes when they lose every week, and then they put the opposing quarterback on the picture, and it says "You still them boys."
Y'all seen that troll trying to troll us on that
The one that
Cooper
popped
Rush
up?
take?
Yeah.
I don't remember a Cooper Rush take.
When we
Hey,
was
sir.
talking about Cooper, he was like MVP Cooper Rush. Well, no, it was just that's how we.
Hey, some fans, some
On
people
the
don't
hate-
understand. Well, they don't understand football. Cooper Rush is one of the better backups in the NFL. He is.
Right, and how
You know?
long is he gonna be? It's gonna be his time soon. Like somebody gonna give him an opportunity.
No.
Somebody would.
He's in his 30s. He'll be, as long as Dallas wants to keep paying him halfway decent money.
Man, if he, it'd be them one quarterback.
They played Trey
like
Lance
that. Remember
today.
Matt Flynn?
Did they play Trey Lance today?
Yeah, they did.
How many picks did he throw?
I'm not certain, but I know they want to lose. They want to lose because they played a guy who hasn't played in like a year and a half.
Well, I don't know. People make me laugh trolling, and they act like they know football when really they don't know anything. Getting all butthurt over our comments that we make.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you know when the haters hate, man.
And I'm still saying Lions fans don't know how to handle the success, because if you say one bad thing about their Lions, they act like Packer fans and they get all butthurt.
Yeah, that one dude would say, "Yeah, I'm gonna be back when Ben Johnson stay. I'm gonna come back and comment on this video." I said, "Thank you. I'll be waiting, bro."
I mean, if they really think Ben Johnson's going to want to stay an offensive coordinator his whole career,
Only way he's staying with Detroit is if Campbell fumbled the bag again. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if he keeps it up, he might. He could be
And
in the
then-
middle of the.
Yeah, that's his only way.
He could be in the middle of the Super Bowl and be on the 2-yard line and be like, "Let's go for it."
Go. So that's one way to get, only way Ben Johnson stays with the Lions. If not, he'll be a bet, man.
And then I think their defensive coordinator is already being linked to the Saints job, Aaron Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they could be, they could lose their. Hey, that could be your guys.
That's our ticket in, bro.
That's
Here
your
it comes,
ticket in
bro.
when they lose their defense and their offensive coordinator, and they have to.
Yeah.
They might
That-
hire Eberflus and Shane Waldron as their offensive and defensive coordinator.
Yeah. And then the Vikings get, you know what I'm saying?
Vikings get what?
Get Mick, what's his name? McCarthy starting next year. Or
Well, yeah, but we're going to have Daniel Jones sitting at, we're going to re-sign Jones, and Jones is going to be the next Darnold when McCarthy, if he fails. So be
How
prepared.
much did you drink tonight? How much did you have to drink?
I'm stone cold sober. I'm just a believer. I'm just a believer in the Kevin O'Connell quarterback school. I'm just, because Nick Mullins, he had 2 or 3  400+ yard passing games last year. So if Nick Mullins can do it, Daniel Jones can do it. And in 3 years, we'll have Caleb Williams on the roster. We'll fix it. We'll fix him, and we'll send him back off out in the wild. Find a new.
yeah, we need Josh McCown, bro. It's our OC or something. We got to steal him because he got parts in that too.
Yeah,
We
Josh
need him for
McCown.
Caleb.
They showed him and Kevin O'Connell on the sidelines tonight, and they were just like two schoolgirls just cackling with each other, high fiving each other because Darnold, some of the throws he was making. It's I taught him that. I taught him that.
I want him as my offensive coordinator, bro.
I don't think he's ready yet. You give him another year with Kevin O'Connell, and then I think this is first. I think this is first year with Minnesota. I think you give him.
He ready. If he had head coaching interviews and stuff.
Yeah, but I think that was more towards we want a tank than we want you to actually be good. Kind of like when the Texans hired that guy,
David Culley,
and then they had Lovie Smith. I think that was more of a.
No, that was more of a.
We want you to suck.
We need a brother, because they own us. Something was about to happen, right? And that was with the Flores lawsuit. Like when that started,
yeah, it was.
So that was one of them hires, bro. Like,
I see that the Falcons have a clappy head coach too. He claps and everything happens. Kind of reminds you of
that's Morris is their coach, right?
Jason Garrett.
Raheem Morris.
Yeah, he's from the Niners, ain't he?
No.
Yeah, he was the defensive coordinator for the Niners a couple years ago. Then he got this job. Or no, was that D'Amico Ryans? Where's Morris?
That was Ryans.
Morris is from the Rams.
Yeah,
because he left the same time that O'Connell did, I think, or maybe a year after.
Yeah, that's more. Yeah, McVay, the GOAT. So what was y'all bet though? He bet that the Lions. It was the first.
I bet that the Lions beat the Vikings, like they did before.
And I've got the Vikings beating the Lions and taking the number 1 seed. It's going to be interesting because tomorrow, if the Niners do, pull the upset over the Lions, then that puts the Vikings in the number 1 spot going into that game.
But I don't see the Niners pulling that off, though.
It's the NFL. Anything could happen. But the only reason I'm giving the Niners credit that I think they might win is because it's in California.
San Fran.
It's in San Fran. So, I've never been to that stadium, but it's Monday night. The Niners, I think, are somewhat healthy on defense. Just offensively, they're banged up. But if Brock Purdy wants that payday, he better show him that he wants that payday.
Nah, he ain't getting it.
You don't think
get it, maybe.
You don't think?
I bet they either put him as a backup or they release him.
Purdy?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
If Shanahan stay there, bro, he gonna probably try to get him another quarterback.
Well, see, here's the thing. Could you pay Brock Purdy $50 to $60 million a year, or could you pay a guy like Sam Darnold $30 million a year on like a 4-year deal?
Or go to Chicago and play on rookie contract.
Yeah, it depends on which Sam Darnold I get.
Well, this year Sam Darnold, going
$30-40 million a year.
Because I think if you put him with the Raiders, I think any quarterback is going to fail miserably with the Raiders. But, if you put him with the Rams, put him with the Niners, even the Browns, I think with Stefanski, they just need to get moved off to Deshaun Watson. I don't think Purdy's worth $60 million, but there's talks that he's wanting to reset the market. And I'm like, I don't think
Purdy said that?
Yeah. No, there's I've been listening to podcasts and there's talks that he's going to reset the market like $65 million a year. And I'm like, I don't see it.
And they might increase the cap too next year.
But a guy like Purdy's not worth $65 million a year.
No, I agree.
There's a handful of quarterbacks, Lamar, Mahomes, Allen, sometimes Jalen Hurts if he gives you, but even Jalen Hurts, I don't really think so. Like Lamar, Mahomes, well, not Mahomes this year. Lamar and Allen this year are worth that to me, especially Allen because he proved he can do everything you need him to do.
Yeah, which one of them contracts is actually? I mean, quarterbacks is actually next though for
Burrow, Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, and
no,
Lamar.
most of them just
they're all done.
right.
Herbert is done. Really, the next big one coming up is Purdy. Because like Trevor Lawrence is done, Dak is done. So I mean it's gonna be let's look it up real quick. We can talk about that. Let's look it up. No, don't want to look at that. So let's look at it. Look at it real quick. Obviously, you're going to have next year, we're going to go quarterback. So coming off, really, I mean, there's two quarterbacks. Or you've got Sam Darnold this year. And then let's look at 2026. I think that's when. So you've got coming up Geno Smith and Brock Purdy in 2026, and then Sam Darnold.
I bet they draft a new QB. Seattle does.
And then the following year, 2027. So that 2 more years, technically 2 more off seasons. You have Baker Mayfield, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis.
So C.J. basically.
No, don't you be selling Bryce Young short.
But C.J. will be the one that set the market. Bryce Young get a good deal, but
why would he get a good deal? I mean, he hasn't performed anything.
What?
He hasn't performed, but these last couple games been much better. And if he take that into next year and have a better year, then he'll get it.
Now C.J. Stroud, I'd see him getting paid.
Yeah, he's gonna be the next. He gonna reset it.
Not recently. How he's been playing. What'd he do against the Ravens?
Not much. Not even the only thing they got was a safety.
That was the 2 points, wasn't it?
And that was on. And that was on Stroud. So it's like you really gonna pay a guy.
But this is sophomore. He'll be, he made it.
I mean, yeah,
playoffs rookie year. Next year will be a better for him. They'll have most of their weapons back.
They're still going to win the division this year. No, there's talk of Tank Dell missing all of next year.
That's why I said no. They won't. So they'll have to get more weapons.
And then Stephon
Diggs. Why would he? Didn't he mess his leg up pretty bad?
Yeah, there's talk of him missing all of next year too.
Damn.
Because it was very similar to the Teddy Bridgewater injury. He tore his ACL, MCL, dislocated his kneecap. Damn. Something else. I mean, there's talk of him missing all next year plus, so I mean, that's 18 months
Do you remember that Alex Smith injury?
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about horrific. That one time.
Yeah, we were talking about
we were talking about that, and you remember Johnny Knox, Owen? That Johnny Knox injury?
When he got bent in half backwards?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And it was, I think, Zach Miller, that tight end that caught the touchdown, and they called it back. That was crazy. They didn't give him that touchdown, bro.
Yeah,
but
he never played again, did he?
Nope. Typical Bears.
That damn turf monster. Yes, I mean, right now, as for quarterbacks that are up, there's Purdy, which they can redo. They can do his contract this year because it's 1 year before. Because they don't get a 5th-year option on because he was Mr. Irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta Hamlin was one of the worst injuries on the field, though. He literally died on the field.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's still one of the worst
Yeah,
injuries.
But D'Lo dies every week watching the Bears play.
But he dies at home, not on the field.
That's true. That's true.
I'm done, man. Oh, okay. This y'all got it. That was funny, bro. That'll be the first clip of the night right there.
I mean, it's true though. You've had this flu going on for 8 weeks now.
Yeah, but no, you see, I closed last night, so when I got home, I stayed up and played. You know, I ain't go right to sleep. Then
you played with yourself when you.
No, I played the game.
I don't want to know what you do.
I was playing the game, bro. But yeah, so
I don't want to know. What
I had to catch up on some sleep, man. It's been, you know, coaching like three teams and closing. You feel me? Yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all game Sunday, man. Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. That's in Sigourney, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to be good.
Oh, I understand, bro.
Are you coaching one of the teams?
The girls. We play at 1, I think.
What age group?
3rd and 4th.
Play at 4.
3rd and 4th grade girls, yeah.
Yeah, you play at 4.
At 4.
What it says, court 1, 4 o'clock. No, wait. Girls. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you play at 1. You're right. I was looking at boys. We've had practices the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it's like 11 kids will show up out of 24 kids that were both between the 3 teams. So it's like, I mean, yeah, like 2 or 3 of my best players have shown up. So it's like, okay, we know, but like even tournaments, we haven't even had any tournament practices because no one will show up.
Yeah, that's the struggle. But I mean,
and you know, parents are paying for tournaments, and they're going to all these tournaments. I think we're doing 6 of them, but they're not showing up for practices.
And expect to be like, and then we get to the tournament or the game, and then, yeah, I feel you on that.
I mean, yeah, 24 kids, and we've averaged 10 kids a practice the last 2 or 3 practices.
Yeah, I only got 7 girls.
That's why I'm glad we only have like 12 kids on our team on football, because most of them, or not all of them, show up.
Yeah,
most of them do show up. I mean, I guess it depends.
Yeah, I start with the 7th and 8th boys tomorrow. We got open gym at HLV at 8.
Are they combined for Tri-County and HLV? Are they combined for basketball and like all that now?
Yep.
Basketball, football, and
not with the youth sports though. I only got Tri-County girls.
Like even high school, they combine them now?
Yeah, high school. Yep, high school and
where
junior.
do they play their game? They play all their games at HLV. Or
they have like 1 or 2 games at Tri-County. Like with the girls, we had a game at 1 game at Tri-County or whatever, but it's one girl at HLV though. She is 7th grader. She next. Like she got skills, bro. Like she's shooting a 3. She crossing, breaking ankles. She got the left or the right finish. Like, yeah.
Well, that's like I was talking to the other coach. I said, kind of what we need. I said, and this happened with our football team. They wouldn't listen to anything in practice. And then we played Sigourney Gray in football, and they kicked our butt. And then after that, they finally started listening. I said, what we need is we need to scrimmage the 7th grade team and have them literally just kick their butt. So they start listening in practice and they want to learn.
You know what, my girl at practice yesterday, man, they was wanting to play the varsity girls. They was like, let's scrimmage them. I'm like, yeah, what?
I mean, they're wanting to, but we're just wanting to have a scrimmage with another team so they kick our butt. So then they actually listen.
Yeah,
that's the hard part about.
Yeah, this youth, it's different though, but
then we had
the learning experience.
We tried explaining to them. We said, you guys are 5th and 6th grade. It's not like you're in 3rd and 4th grade. We would understand a little bit more.
Yeah.
But, you should be wanting to listen and pay attention and practice, and you're not.
Yeah. Y'all said like 20 or 30 minutes. Y'all know we are when.
Yeah. All of our games are freaking 6 o'clock because we have the older kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna come catch one of y'all games.
Not looking forward to it. Well, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna go.
All right, guys. Good talk. Same time next week.
Later. Yep.
All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
Probably be a little later, right? Since your games.
Yeah, we do that.
The games are all the games next week are to be determined, but some games will be on Saturday and some games will be on Sunday. So a lot of the games are like the Vikings, Lions, Texans, Titans, Panthers, Falcons.
No, I was talking about the basketball, with your team.
Oh, well, I don't care about that. I'll leave.
You can't say that, man.
He's gonna owe me some daddies next week. He's gonna owe me some you daddies next week.
I'm gonna get 20 fresh you daddies from Owen. I still got 9 left from D'Lo. I'm saying
they expired, bro.
You're gonna owe me some you daddies.
I ain't gonna owe anybody no you daddies.
20 you daddies.
He said he undefeated, right, Owen?
I kind of hope I haven't lost that bet yet.
He's losing this one though.
I very well could. The Lions are a good football team, but I'm hoping the Lions beat the Niners because the Vikings play better as the underdog and the chip on their shoulder. If the Lions lose, then the Lions I think are gonna, I'm gonna get them you daddies.
Hey Jordan,
what?
Who's your daddy?
My daddy, Dirk. D'Lo, who's your daddy?
Say it, D'Lo. Say it.
D'Lo,
we know you ain't sleeping over
there. D'Lo, who's the greatest?
Huh?
Who's the greatest?
I gotta fix my mic. Hold on.
Oh, he laughed.
I hit the wrong button. Come on, man. We're not right.
Who's the greatest? Come on.
Just say I am, D'Lo.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut this part out.
That bastard muted me.
What happened? I ain't hear you.
You ain't wanting to say it. If you refuse to say it, it adds 5 more onto your total.
That wasn't a part of the rules.
I'm just making those rules up as I go.
All right, man.
Whatever. I'll save it for the basketball game then.
No,
I'm gonna shout it. I'll do it too.
I knew you was. I'll
do it too.
I expected it.
D'Lo. Hey, when I win that bet next week, I'll give you 10 of them that you can use. Okay.
You know what? I might actually volunteer to ref your games, and I'm gonna call fouls on your best player, and then I'm gonna be like, D'Lo, who's the greatest? You're gonna have to say it, and then I'm gonna stop calling the fouls.
You wrong, bro. I just want you to know you wrong, man.
I'm not okay in the head.
You wrong, bro.
Is what it is, man.
All right.
See you later.
All right, man.
See you guys next week.